Hi guys, it's the 10th of December today, and I've had a few people sort of comment about, like, have I given up on my Christmas planning series, and the very quick answer to that is no, I haven't. It is still very much in the front of my mind. I keep thinking about it. The long answer is this, okay? In November we had a week's holiday. Then when we came back, the three of us were all hit by this 48-hour sickness bug thing that was going around, and so that was kind of like 2 weeks wiped out, and then I had to catch up on work from those 2 weeks and housework and Christmas, let's face it, planning and sorting out Christmas, and everything rolled into one. So YouTube for me is a hobby. It is something that I do in my spare time, and so when life is just busy, YouTube is the first thing that has to go. YouTube and blogging is like the first thing that has to be parked, because I just can't do it. So I had it in my head, I keep thinking, oh, I must do another instalment of Christmas planning, instalment of Christmas planning, but time just hasn't allowed for that. As you guys know, we adopted a little girl this year as well, so it's not just me and John anymore, it's the three of us, and so life sometimes is busy, you know, and when so I'm a full-time mum during the day, and then I have to work. Like, I usually work before I'm a mum in the morning, so I get up at 5 and work, and then we swap over at 8 a.m, and then I have to put in, and then if there's any nap times in the day or anything like that, that's when I work, and then if I've got any energy left in the evening, I'll work again. So yeah, YouTubing definitely does take a backward step, but I did record some footage in my absence. It's been like over a month since I've published an instalment. I did record some footage which I will show you now. So I had a snuggly evening on the sofa. This is about mid-November, and I printed off some more inserts for my planner because I realised that I didn't have enough. You can never have too many inserts. Yeah, so I had a cosy night in front of the TV. I raided stock from my shop because we had some new stuff come in, and I just fell in love with some of the items, so I raided it. You know, perks of doing that, and I just thought I'd show you because some of it's really nice, and I thought some of you might like to see what I'm using in my planner and also in my journal throughout December for all the seasonal stuff. I had The Good Life on the TV. We were watching the Christmas episode, one of our all-time favourite episodes. Yeah, I love The Good Life anyway, but the Christmas episode is just fantastic. And just had like a really nice, comfy, snuggly kind of evening.
So you know, sometimes you have like odds and sods of scrapbook paper. Like I've used some of this scrapbook paper before, and like I've cut a chunk out of that, and I've cut a chunk out of that and stuff like little bits and bobs. I've decided to make an insert for my traveller's notebook. I've done videos on these before on how to make traveller's notebooks and how to make sort of like mixed media ones with different bits and bobs in them. So I decided to do a traveller's notebook, Christmas themed. I'm not putting any pressure on myself to do a December daily. I'd love to, but I'm not putting any pressure on myself. But I'm just having fun at the moment putting it together. I got these last year, but they're still in the shop this year because I bought more. These little things from Simple Stories, they're like interactive elements for journals and scrapbooks and stuff. I absolutely adore them, so I'm going to be adding them into my insert as well if I can. Obviously, when you're looking at the spine of them, the more things you add in the spine, the bulkier it will be. So if you're like stapling or sewing or anything, it might be difficult to do that. So you've got it in the spine, but you may not have like the retail space. So whilst it's taking up space on the spine, you've only got a lot smaller space for journaling. So you just have to watch that and bear that in mind when you're making inserts like that. They look really cool and it's nice to have like different interactive elements and stuff, but you just have to bear that in mind, that's all. So yeah, I'm just having a bit of a tinker and doing something Christmassy for myself. Hey guys, it's been a little while since I've done any Christmas prep stuff, but I wanted to show you this. We have been so ill in our house. We've had a sickness bug and stuff, so I am not turning the camera around to show you myself because I look horrendous. But I wanted to show you this because it's the 30th of November, and I've talked about this before in my Christmas prep videos, that in my family this was commonly known as Fairy's Night. And so Miss B has written her a letter to Father Christmas tonight, obviously with our help, and it's tradition that I used to do it in my family. I used to write my letter to Father Christmas, and the elves and the fairies would come and take it in the night, and they would come and they would leave me an advent calendar and an ornament for my tree. Now I've kind of embellished that a little bit further for Miss B. So she's got her advent calendar at the back there, and that's just got some chocolate, a couple of chocolate drops in it. And she's got an ornament for her tree there, which is a little owl because she loves owls. Now I bought a pack of pyjamas because I plan on doing a Christmas Eve box, but the pyjamas I bought were actually a pack of 2, so just there, that's one of the pair of pyjamas. I thought she could have those at the beginning of the month to wear, and she'll get the other pair of pyjamas in her Christmas Eve box. And when I was a kid, we didn't have Elf on the Shelf. That's quite a new thing. So Elfie, Joanna Jingle Bells is here, and so I've just got Joanna Jingle Bells and the book and a DVD. So Joanna Jingle Bells is clutching a little present for her. We've just got like a couple of little really small little toys, which I was going to put in the boxes of the advent calendar, but they don't fit. So Joanna Jingle Bells is going to bring her a little packet every day with this like really little toy in it. And I just wanted to show you guys because obviously it's a big milestone. Now we're going to be into Advent, which is really exciting. I was going to perhaps do more like a nice breakfast and stuff. Like I did buy a nice like plastic Christmassy tablecloth, but being as we're all ill, we've all been ill with this sickness bug, just nothing has happened. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that.
Okay, so fast forward to now, which as I said is the 10th of December, and I'll just kind of catch you up. So the last time I spoke to you was on the 1st of December, showing you our Advent stuff. So what's happened since then? Well, Miss B was supposed to have a Christmas party, which I have talked about in previous instalments, and that was actually supposed to be today, but unfortunately my best friend is in hospital. She's not very well, and one of our other friends, she's poorly, someone else can't make it, and so we decided to cancel it today and meet up together in the new year, which has given me today a Saturday where I can do some YouTubing. I feel really sad for Miss B that she didn't get to have her little Christmas party with her friends, but she's gone out with her dad. John's taken her out for the day, and I think they're going Christmas shopping. He sort of alluded that he might be doing some Christmas shopping. I wonder who he could be doing Christmas shopping for. So I'm sort of catching up today, so I might do some wrapping later. Depends on how long they're out for, because I want to do some videoing and I also want to do some work. So, but I might do some Christmas wrapping of John's presents later. So all my Christmas shopping is now done, which is good. Pretty much for everyone. Well, I say all done. I haven't bought anything for my parents yet. I'm not really sure what to get. They are coming over, so I'm not posting them anything this year because they're coming over. So they can take their presents back with them, but even so I need to be mindful. I think basically they will be going home with an empty suitcase. Based on the last time they came over, they had when the last time they came over was the first time they met Miss B, and they bought basically a suitcase of gifts for her. I have a feeling they will be going home with another empty suitcase because they'll have bought another suitcase of gifts for her for Christmas, because she is the first grandchild in the family. Well, but she'll be the, I'm an only child, so so they kind of spoil her a bit. They're doing the nan thing of spoiling. So I think they'll go home with an empty suitcase, which means I could probably buy them something a bit bulkier, knowing that they'll be able to take it home with them, which is nice. We've done, for both sets of parents, we've done a Christmas bauble with Miss B's handprint on. It's the first Christmas, so first Christmas of her in our family, so done a handprint for them, and we've got one as well, which is nice. They got that as like a keepsake thing. But yeah, I've still got to buy mum and dad a Christmas present. Everyone else is done. We made the decision a few years ago when we don't buy John's siblings anything anymore, and we don't buy our adult friends presents anymore. What we do instead is we just use the money that we would buy on gifts, and we do something together. We go out for meals, or me and my friend go to the cinema or something like that, because we decided that we didn't need more stuff and that we were just buying stuff for the sake of giving each other a Christmas present. So yeah, we kind of go out and spend time together instead, which is a really nice thing to do. It's kind of, you're right, you get to a point where you're just buying a present for the sake of a present, and unfortunately 10 quid, say, doesn't get you very much these days sometimes. It doesn't if you go out. Actually, the last time I went to the cinema I was like, what, how much? But yeah, you know what I mean, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, so that's all good. We've yeah, presents are all done. John has been filming, doing a Christmas series on his channel. If you don't know, John does have his own YouTube channel, and the links to that are in the description of the video below. He's been doing his own Christmas series. He's got loads of Christmas stuff on his channel because he does make quite a lot. His mum, don't say I said this because it's totally going to ruin his street cred. His mum, when she worked, was a florist, and she kind of taught him how to do arrangements, and so he makes us wreaths and long and low arrangements for our fireplace every year, and so he's got videos on how he makes those over on his channel. So he's been making those. I haven't done any baking or anything at all, being ill, and I've got a cold now. I tell you what, we had this sickness bug, and everybody at the playgroup that I take her to has been wiped out by this sickness bug. And we were really healthy for I don't know, like 5 days or something, to go back to the playgroup the next week, and wham, we've got colds again, which is so frustrating. And I tell you what, I don't feel like I could possibly eat any more fruit and vegetables. It's just so frustrating, because I'm like, I eat so many fruit and vegetables. I well and truly get my 5 a day. I've been having echinacea as well, and so having a cold, you just kind of, I know you're not like, I'm not dying or anything, but it just kind of, it's on the periphery and it zaps your energy a bit and just makes you kind of want to snuggle, which is fine because we have been snuggling and watching Christmas films, which is really nice. But I kind of haven't really had any like energy and pizzazz to kind of do anything else. Miss B, to be quite frank, zaps my energy most days anyway, because she's a very energetic toddler. She's got way too much energy. Yeah, so sometimes I'm just like, oh, I can't even think about that. I still need to think about food for Christmas, and I don't know if I am going to get around to doing any baking or anything. I don't know. At the moment I feel like I'm just surviving and catching up and getting through the days, which is a bit sad. I feel really cheated by having this sickness bug and now this cold. I think our immune system is obviously low, and wham, here's a cold. I feel really cheated by it, because I was all like, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And now I'm like, oh, do you know what? I just can't be bothered. Just can't be bothered. We're still trying to like do things to make it a memorable Christmas. I've bought a I've jumped on the bandwagon. Everyone else does it. All my friends do it. And I thought, if I don't do it, when she's older, they're all the friends are going to talk, and they're going to be like, well, how come we have this and you don't? So I've jumped on the bandwagon with the whole Christmas Eve box thing. I went on Etsy and I bought her a really nice wooden Christmas Eve box with her name engraved on it. It's really, really nice. So I've bought that, and I'm going to do a whole Christmas Eve box for her. She's got the elf on the shelf, but I don't do anything with it, because seriously guys, some days I even forget to kind of like move the elf, let alone do anything kind of elaborate with it. And so I'm starting to go on. I just think major hats off to you ladies, men, who do something elaborate with the elf every day, and how you remember to do that. Because yeah, as I say, like by the time I get to the end of the day, after working and being a parent, I just kind of like, yeah, how you then have the energy to make things for the elf and set up these elaborate sets and stuff. I have much respect for you guys. So yeah, what else? Got a couple of Christmas kind of events to go to, which we're looking forward to, which would be nice, like with family and friends. Like a Christmas, we're going to like a Christmas market type thing. I don't really know what it is, because John's family have organised it. Market Christmas thing at a farm, which will be nice. And then we're going to going away for a weekend to see some lights, some Christmas lights, and catch up with people and stuff, which would be nice. We always kind of go away before Christmas, like for a weekend or for a night, because like we've got friends like all over the place, and we try and see them before Christmas, so we're still doing that, which would be really nice. So yeah, we've got a few kind of Christmassy things planned, which is great. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say really. I'll try and get back on the planning for Christmas thing. I'm not making any promises though. As I said, it is a hobby, and my family life come first, and then work, and then after that I've got to take care of myself, because if I don't have time for me to look after myself, then I can't look after my family and business, and then YouTube comes after that. So I'm not going to make any promises, but I'm going to try. I am going to do a video in a minute on my December daily, because I have been doing that, so I will do another video on a December daily. And I guess that's it for now, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye!